for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the squad, hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels are away with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
See how fucking bad penalty for these
will have first crack at this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that...
Gashing the D on the right. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Sure hands, it's Gandy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Pulls it in. It's Gandy. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find some...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking downfield to throw. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So UNLV's offense will have its first possession of the game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Gets away from one, finds room. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Royer. Zings it complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. UNLV is coming off its best 2-year stretch in school history, but they've got a new coach, but an experienced one in Dan Mullen, who has more than 100 wins on his resume.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Reese. Dan Mullen. Like, he's inheriting a team that was very successful. They were 1 game away from going to the college football playoff. That's how good they were. A lot of experience, a lot of good moments, and a building program.
And he's a really good mind on offense, no question about it. Very, very creative. So you expect that to continue at UNLV. And if that offense can do their thing, maybe this is a team that takes that next step.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw, it's Bullock. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Gandy. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Got his man. Open space at the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Scanning the field, it's Royer. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to...
He lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking to throw. And another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Found the seam on the left. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
After getting that fumble, if you're on offense here, you've got to be thinking touchdown, right? So after that run play, this is a big third down opportunity to either stay on the field or score a TD. You wouldn't feel very good if you only walk away here with a field goal.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass, it's Orji. Trying to find the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, UNLV.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. To the air on first down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Got a man. It's Wiggins. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Slips through the line. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, UNLV.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Orji. Throws to the back. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Ruston.
Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rebels offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Looking for a man. It's Orji. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. A little screen to the running back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for space, it's Thomas. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw, it's Orji. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the grab, it's Reynolds. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Rebels. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
21, Louisiana Tech, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback running on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Dropping back, it's Bullock. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking for space, it's Thomas. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
Trying to surge it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to barge in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on 3rd and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Back to throw. It's Bullock. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's a heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
and the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Oh, what a move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Gums. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Bullock. Gets it to him on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Finley. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
On the snap, it's Thomas. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout, run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Might be calling a hot route. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff, and these guys